want to take a few seconds at the beginning of this video to tell you about our other channel, The History of Weapons. That link is below. Well, we're here at Blue Steel Guns again with Maggie. Maggie, it's been so long. It is fantastic to see you again.
Welcome back to Kansas City, Mark.
I know, right? It's been a lot of traveling lately.
Right? Well, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm frazzled. Traveling frazzles me a little bit because your stuff's in bags. And yeah. But I'm good. I'm going to stay home for a while. I'm going to stay home, which is why I'm here. I wanted to come by and see you, and everybody else seems to want to see you. Well, my gosh, it's been kind of an adventurous time in Missouri, you know, with all the stuff with the Second Amendment Preservation Act, and then something that you shared before we started filming was this raid of this gun store here in Missouri, and you got a little insight in it. So what does that look like when your gun store gets raided? What happens?
I can't tell you from firsthand experience.
I'm glad.
I am so glad that I have not had that experience too. But I know that usually if a store is raided, there is a darn good reason behind that. And it's probably the reason that the people who work for your gun store were not the upstanding, law-abiding citizens that they should have been and have done something very, very, very wrong in some reason. So what's going to happen is that, yeah, they're going to come in and they're going to take any of the property that was used in illegal transactions or things that the gun store should not have had possession of in the first place, should not have owned. If there is something in the gun store that is illegal, you either have to give that thing up right there and then, or you have to provide every single little bit of paperwork and documentation that says, yep, that's mine. Lawfully and legally, that is entirely property of our store and we are entitled to have that, and no, you cannot take it. So if you do have all of the correct paperwork, you can own the fun toys. If you don't have the correct paperwork, they're gonna come and they're gonna check your employees, they're gonna look into the owner, they're gonna look all over the gun store, and they're gonna look all over the owner's house and property and stuff like that probably too, to see if there's probable cause for anything else. Because, I mean, if you're doing illegal stuff,
what did the raid look like?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay, well, but I mean, have you heard any insight as to kind of what the guy went through? I mean, his store, I assume, isn't open anymore.
You know,
and do they just take,
that's a good question.
Do they just take the illegal pieces? Do they confiscate everything?
They're going to confiscate everything that is illegal. Okay. Everything that is not marked in the books. If he has stuff that hasn't been checked into his inventory yet, and they do give you a grace period to get your stuff checked in, but you know, if he's left stuff sitting there a week and hasn't gotten any of his paperwork on it done, yeah, they're going to take that and be like, you had time, you just didn't do it. In a timely fashion. They're going to take anything that's illegal. If they close the store and revoke the owner's license, the owner has 30 days to liquidate the assets. So huge sale, and this is where you get online companies that buy businesses, that buy small gun stores that need to liquidate quickly. So the gun, they know you're going to be selling at a loss because obviously you've lost your license. Not all businesses go out of business for illegal reasons. Some of them go out just because they're like, I'm done, I want to do something else, I don't want to be in the firearms industry anymore, or I'm old enough that I can retire, or whatever the case may be. There's a lot of good reasons that a gun store will close too, but the bad reasons usually are tied to somebody at that shop doing something not legal. And if it was the owner of the shop, they're going to lose their license. If someone else purchases their inventory and gets their own federal firearms license, they can reopen the shop in the same place maybe not under the same, it won't be under the same license. So instead of Blue Steel guns, if we sell out and sell it all to you, you can take over Blue Steel, but it won't be under the license Blue Steel. It'll be under the license God, Family, and Guns. So
As fantastic as that sounds.
you're like, that is not another headache.
Not on my agenda at all.
I don't need that kind of stress. I don't need any of that kind of.
Oh, no.
You think you're frazzled now.
Right.
Have fun here.
Oh, I couldn't even imagine. I really often wonder how that is for you. Well, we're going to keep talking. We'll just keep this up and we'll
Heck yeah.
we'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay, all right. Until the next time, bye everybody.
Bye-bye.